life is a long lesson in humility. What's really amazing is when you can actually feel your life going somewhere, like it finally figured out how to get good. A person doesn't have to be perfect to be exactly what you need. Just move on. You'll be better off in the long run. Always keep your head up, because if it's down, you won't be able to see the blessings that have been placed in your life. You cannot evolve unless you are willing to change. You will never better yourself if you always cling to what was. Never be ashamed of what you feel. You have the right to feel any emotion that you want and to do what makes you happy. Sometimes what you're looking for comes when you're not looking at all. No matter how long it takes, it will get better. Some people will better your life by being in it, while others will better it by staying out. Never let a bad situation bring out the worst in you. Choose to stay positive and be strong. Sometimes the words we leave unspoken are the most important ones that should have been said. Remember how blessed you are to see another day. God has perfect timing, never early, never late. It takes a little patience and it takes a lot of faith, but it's worth the wait. A real relationship will make it through anything. Don't rush and never settle. If it's meant to be, it will be. How you make others feel about themselves says a lot about you. The rain will stop, the night will end, the hurt will fade. Hope is never so lost that it can't be found. Sometimes God has to break us to make us. It's just a bend, it's not the end. We're all like glow sticks. No matter how much we're bent and broken, our light still shines. One day you will realize that material things mean nothing. All that matters is the well-being of the people in your life. It's sad how quickly people can forget about you until they want something from you. Hard times may have held you down, but they will not last forever. When all is said and done, you will be increased. Sometimes you have to experience the bad so that you can learn to appreciate the good things that enter your life. I may not be where I need to be, but I thank God I am not where I used to be. Sometimes you have to love people from a distance and give them the space and time to get their minds right before you let them back into your life. Your life will get better when you spend more time building your life and less time watching another's. Do what your heart desires, never hold back a thing, and don't worry so much about what the others think, because at the end of the day, what makes you happy is what really matters the most. Do not chase people. Be you and do your own thing and work hard. The right people who belong in your life will come to you and stay. Do not wonder why things are taking so long. In fact, everything is rolling out exactly as it needs to, using not a minute more than perfection requires. Rest easy and be at peace. Life is working its magic even as you take your very next breath. Your choices, your actions, and your life. Live it the way you want and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Stop and make sure that everything you are doing right now is really what makes you happy. You can't just live for some goal in the future and have that be everything. Have that be it. Because that is what some people do. They get on this road and there are all these signs saying this way, that way. But what if you get there, you get exactly what you wanted, like some people do, except all the things that were wrong are still wrong? Then what? If you still talk about it, you still care about it. The only person I can try to be better than is the person I was yesterday. Today is a brand new day, a fresh start. Replace any negativity with positivity. Think happy thoughts, exercise, drink lots of water, fill your body with fuel. Healthy is happy, inspire yourself, create, laugh, play, love, learn, give someone a compliment, make a new friend, do a random act of kindness. It creates good karma. Take chances and finally start living life to its fullest. But no matter what's thrown at you today, smile and remember, tomorrow's always a fresh new start. There are certain things in life where you know it's a mistake, but you don't really know it's a mistake because the only way to really know it is a mistake is to make that mistake and look back and say, yup, that was a mistake. So really the bigger mistake would be to not make the mistake, because then you'll go your whole life not really knowing if something is a mistake or not. And damn it, I made no mistakes. I've done all of this, my life, my relationship, my career, mistakes free. Don't judge someone's choices without first knowing their reason. The true story is the realization that no time in your life is ever perfect, that even the best memories have cracks you might not see. No other animal knows the difference between Friday and Monday. Whenever you find yourself doubting how far you can go, just remember how far you have come. Remember everything you have faced, all the battles you have won, and all the fears you have overcome. Take a chance and never let go. Risk everything. Lose nothing. Don't worry about anything anymore. Cry in the rain and speak out loud. Say what you want and love who you desire. Be yourself and not what others want to see. Never blame anyone else if you get hurt because you took the risk and decided who was worth the while. To be successful in life requires enormous sacrifice and determination. Do not follow others, for they have their own destiny. Only you alone can determine your destination. If you fail that journey, there is a path to recovery. Many of us have been there. Be satisfied with what you have, and your dreams will become a reality. In the very moment you want to give up, give it all you got. You're on the brink of your breakthrough. Look forward with hope, not backwards with regret. Sometimes we fall down because there is something down there we're supposed to find. If you're struggling, that means you're progressing. You can't go through life protecting yourself from everything. You have to take chances, because if you don't, then you might as well not be living. Life is like a camera. Just focus on what's important and capture the good times, develop from the negatives, and if things don't work out, just take another shot. Aspire to inspire before you expire. Protect your spirit from contamination. Limit your time with negative people. A girl should be like a butterfly, pretty to see and hard to catch. Don't create conversations in your head because they don't usually go as planned, and you're left with disappointment. To make a woman happy, give her these three things: attention, affection, and appreciation. When you release expectations, you are free to enjoy things for what they are instead of what you think they should be. We all die. The goal isn't to live forever, the goal is to create something that will. Men with good intentions make promises, men with good character keep them. If you keep running back to the person that you need to walk away from, you'll never create space for better things to arrive. We're stronger in the places that we've been broken. You should never have to think twice about who your real friends are. Let's turn our mistakes into lessons and our fears into hopes. We should have faith in ourselves and be strong. Sometimes you have to move on, no matter how hard it is. Don't wait too long, you might miss your chance. Learn to let go. That is the key to happiness. The most memorable moments in life are the ones you never planned. People build too many walls and not enough bridges. Be yourself. Who else is better qualified? The unhappiest people in this world are those who care the most about what other people think. Before you quit, try. Before you talk, listen. Before you react, think. Before you criticize, wait. Before you move on, forgive. As I've grown up, I've learned several things. Life is full of disappointments, and people you trusted will sooner or later let you down. I've learned that often those you love will love someone else, and there's only one way to fall, fast and hard. I've learned that out of thousands of smiles, it takes one to touch your heart. I've found that words can be deceiving, but the truth always lies in a person's eyes. I've learned that everything can change in the blink of an eye, and tears often come without invitation. I've learned crying can make us stronger, and there's never too much love to go around. I've learned that prejudice helps no one, and that weapons don't hurt people. People hurt people. Don't hurt others just because you're hurt. Ask yourself if what you are doing today is getting you closer to where you want to be tomorrow. Sometimes what we learn and who we become in the process of waiting is even more important than what we're waiting for. If you can imagine it, you can create it. That beautiful world you dream about needs positive action to come true. The moment you're ready to quit is usually the moment right before the miracle happens. Don't give up. Detox your life by clearing out fake friends, dead-end jobs, and players posing as life partners. When you are getting ready to advance to a new level, some people will be removed from your life without warning. Some of the best days of your life haven't happened yet. You may have failed, but you are not a failure. That's what you did. That's not who you are. People may not realize this, but it's sadness and despair that sometimes allow a person to grow. Being comfortable with where you're at often doesn't motivate you to change or improve your situation. However, being in despair forces you to try to get out of it. That's why despair is a good thing. When you delete the unnecessary people from your life, good things will start happening for you, and it won't be a coincidence. For every setback, God has a major comeback. Stop waiting for approval, do what you want, and live your life. Stop looking for reasons to be unhappy. Focus on the things you do have and the reasons you should be happy. Sometimes you just have to deal with the fact that life doesn't always go your way. The bravest thing I ever did was continuing my life when I wanted to die. The people who are still with you at the end of the day are the ones worth keeping. Every end is a new beginning. If you really want something, make an effort. Everything isn't just going to come to you. All we can do is learn from the past and make peace with it. If you can't do anything about it, then let it go. Don't be a prisoner to things you can't change. Don't be sorry the moment ended. Be grateful it happened. Even the shortest chapters have valuable lessons. Be wise enough to walk away from the nonsense around you. There comes a time in life when you'll have to leave everything behind and start something new, but never forget the ones who stood by your side, especially the ones who never gave up on you. Surround yourself with positive people who will support you during your bad days, not just your good days. No matter what pain you've been through, tears will dry, broken hearts will heal, and somewhere a person who truly cares is waiting for you. It is what it is. It was what it was. I've learned that goodbyes will always hurt. Pictures can never replace being there. Memories forget the hard times. Words can never replace feelings, and heroes often go unsung. Instead of saying, I don't have time, try saying, it's not a priority, and see how that feels. Often, that's a perfectly adequate explanation. I have time to iron my sheets, I just don't want to. But other things are harder. Try it. I'm not going to edit your resume, sweetie, because it's not a priority. I don't go to the doctor because my health is not a priority. If these phrases don't sit well, that's the point. Changing our language reminds us that time is a choice. If we don't like how we're spending an hour, we can choose differently. Beauty is not defined by the size of your jeans, but by the size of your heart. Don't stress. Do your best. Forget the rest. Let your dreams be bigger than your fears and your actions louder than your words. Don't make time for people who can't make time for you. The decision to be positive is not one that disregards or belittles sadness that exists. It is rather a conscious choice to focus on the good and to cultivate happiness, genuine happiness. Happiness is not a limited resource. When we devote our energy and time to trivial matters and choose to stress over things that ultimately are insignificant, from that point, we perpetuate our own sadness and lose sight of the things that really make us happy and rationalize our way out of doing amazing things. Seasons of waiting are designed to prepare you, stretch your faith, and get you ready for everything that's coming next. There are so many things that can make you happy. Don't focus too much on things that make you sad. Don't block the exit. If someone wants to leave, release them and hold on to your peace. Have faith in your journey. Everything had to happen exactly as it did to get you where you're going next. Smile. The best thing you can do to irritate those who wish to destroy you. Sometimes a poor past turns out to be the best investment in a promising future. Don't overthink. Just let it go. There is a sacredness in tears. They are not the mark of weakness, but of power. They speak more eloquently than 10,000 tongues. They are messengers of overwhelming grief and unspeakable love. You are only going to be as good as the people you surround yourself with, so be brave enough to let go of those who keep weighing you down. In the end, you'll know who really loves you. They're the ones who see you for who you are and no matter what, are always by your side. Some things need to be let go before other things can be let in. You can't change how people treat you or what they say about you. All you can do is change how you react to it. Sometimes you have to accept the truth and stop wasting time on the wrong people. Be happy. Just because things are not good doesn't mean you can't see the good side of things. No matter how much you love someone, you can't force them to change. They have to want it for themselves. What is coming is better than what is gone. It is better to be lonely than allow people who are not going anywhere keep you from your destiny. Everyone has an untold story hidden behind closed doors. Try to understand that people are not always as they first seem. Stop comparing where you're at with where everyone else is. It doesn't move you farther ahead, improve your situation, or help you find peace. It just feeds your shame, fuels your feelings of inadequacy, and ultimately, it keeps you stuck. The reality is that there is no one correct path in life. Everyone has their own unique journey. A path that's right for someone else won't necessarily be a path that's right for you. And that's okay. Your journey isn't right or wrong or good or bad. It's just different. Your life isn't meant to look like anyone else's because you aren't like anyone else. You're a person all your own with a unique set of goals, obstacles, dreams, and needs. So, stop comparing and start living. You may not have ended up where you intended to go, but trust for once that you have ended up where you needed to be. Trust that you are in the right place at the right time. Trust that your life is enough. Trust that you are enough. Don't worry, if it's supposed to happen, it will. When someone is going through a storm, your silent presence is more powerful than a million empty words. Maybe the thing you're most scared of is exactly what you should do. I've been a paperboy, a stripper, a paralegal, and a barista. At one point, I even worked a graveyard shift at a gas station inside a bulletproof booth, and I've made sandwiches at Subway for minimum wage. I've managed executive offices from art galleries to software development companies and prepared burritos at Whole Foods and rotisserie chickens at Costco. I was a photographer for 13 years, a busboy at the Cheesecake Factory for 3 minutes, shortest job I've ever had, and spent countless hours in numerous kitchens feeding the hungry. I drafted multi-billion-dollar contracts at prestigious law firms for 10 years and made smoothies at Jamba Juice for 2. From publishing a book to cleaning bathrooms or mopping floors, none of the things I have done define me. Does that make sense? Do you see what I mean? What and who I am has absolutely nothing to do with what I have done when I was younger, nor what I'm currently doing. Who I am is not defined by how much or how little money I have, the clothes I wear, or the vehicle I drive wherever I live. I don't identify myself by those things, which is good because they're all so temporary. Those aren't even all the jobs I've had, and I'm only 36. It's important to have an identity that surpasses a job title on a business card or a status deemed by the bank or society. What I am, regardless of those things, is an instrument of peace. That is my mission, my purpose. If we bring integrity to whatever we do in the world, then we are being of service to others, whether we wash dishes in the back of a restaurant, perform complex brain surgeries, manage thousands of employees, drive a bus, fight fires, or raise children at home. Life is not a hierarchy, it's a celebration. And love is not a word, it's an invitation. So strive to love who you are, no matter what. A single sentence spoken at the right time could change someone's life forever. A little encouragement can go a long way. Waking up to see another day is a blessing. Don't take it for granted. Make it count and be happy that you're alive. Don't give up hope. Things always have a way of working out. You may not understand today or tomorrow, but eventually God will reveal why you went through everything you did. Loyalty is hard to find. Trust is easy to lose. Actions speak louder than words. Sometimes you have to accept the fact that certain things will never go back to how they used to be. You just have to do your own thing, no matter what anyone says. It's your life. Sometimes God closes doors because it's time to move forward. He knows we won't move unless circumstances force us to. Whatever life throws at you, even if it hurts you, just be strong and fight through it. Remember, strong walls shake, but never collapse. You are valuable because you exist, not because of what you do or what you have done, but simply because you are. It takes one positive thought to change your life. Just one positive thought. So why spend your time thinking negatively? Take your pain and turn it into something great. Put your energy towards bettering your life and starting something new. When you're thankful for what you have, you are always rewarded with more. Try to stay positive and things will get better. If you believe strongly in something, don't be afraid to fight for it. Guess what? You don't have to attend every argument you're invited to. You can't bring back the past and you're not promised the future, so enjoy life now. Faith is knowing and believing, not wondering and doubting. Don't change who you are for someone else. You deserve someone who appreciates you for you. There is a blessing hidden in every trial in life, but you have to be willing to open your heart to see them. Sometimes, as much as you want to hold on to something, you have to let it go, because God has something else better in store. You'll never understand until it happens to you. When love is real, it finds a way. If you don't start appreciating what's right in front of you, you might lose it. Life only comes around once, so do whatever makes you happy and be with whoever makes you smile. Be careful who you make memories with. Those things can last a lifetime. Sometimes you have to go through the hard times to realize how strong you are. An ugly personality will always ruin a beautiful face. Loneliness doesn't come from having no one around you, but from being unable to communicate the things that are important to you. Happiness is easy when we let go of the things that don't matter. Even at your best, someone will have something negative to say. Pursue greatness anyways. Let whatever you do today be enough. Let go of the judgment you have about what you should be or could be doing, and today allow yourself to simply be. Comparing yourself and your journey may be habitual, but it gets you nowhere. It makes you feel worse, and it keeps you stuck. So stop fixating on where everyone else is and start giving yourself permission to be exactly where you are. Quiet the voice telling you to do more and be more, and trust that in this moment, who you are, where you are at, and what you are doing is enough. You will get to where you need to be in your own time. Until then, breathe. Breathe and be patient with yourself and your process. You are doing the best you can to cope and survive amid your struggles, and that's all you can ask of yourself. It's enough. You are enough. Listen to the right people and ignore the wrong ones. People that doubt you, hate you, and judge you are never worth your time or attention. Whenever you feel like giving up, think of all the people that would love to see you fail. We will find out what we need to do when we quit lying to ourselves and see the situation for what it is. Life is too short to worry about what others say or think about you. You can always take the easy way out and give up. But real strength comes when you decide to keep pushing no matter what the circumstances are. A relationship will only go as far as you both want it to. Sometimes you just need to put the past away and move on with your life. There is no need for revenge. Living happily ever after is a sign that you have not let the past beat you. Who cares where you went to school or where you work? The question is everyday experience good, healthy, beautiful? Because I have to tell you, while it might be cool to work for a company like Google, Apple, or the New Yorker, if your job is stupid, stressful, and your boss is an asshole, there's nothing good or prestigious about that. While it might seem right to go to a school like Berkeley, if classes are overcrowded and students are nervous, anxious, religious zealots from Orange County, are you sure you want to go there? What's good about that? To believe in prestige is to privilege abstract collective impression over palpable daily experience. Don't worry about prestige. Do what serves your everyday vitality. You've got to love yourself. You've got to wake up at 4 in the morning, brew black coffee, and stare at the birds drowning in the darkness of the dawn. You've got to sit next to the man at the train station who's reading your favorite book and start a conversation. You've got to come home after a bad day and burn your skin from a shower. Then, you've got to wash all your sheets until they smell of lemon detergent you bought for $4 at the local grocery store. You've got to stop taking everything so goddamn personally. You are not the moon kissing the black sky. You've got to compliment someone's crooked brows at an art fair and tell them that their eyes remind you of green swimming pools in mid-July. You've got to stop letting yourself get upset about things that won't matter in 2 years. Sleep in on Saturday mornings and wake yourself up early on Sunday. You've got to stop worrying about what you're going to tell her when she finds out. You've got to stop overthinking why he stopped caring about you over 6 months ago. You've got to stop asking everyone for their opinions. I think everything in life is art. What you do, how you dress, the way you love someone and how you talk, your smile and your personality, what you believe in and all your dreams, the way you drink your tea, how you decorate your home or party, your grocery list, the food you make, how your writing looks, and the way you feel. Life is art. Take care of someone else. Be there for someone else. Bless someone else. A happy life is about giving more than you take. A relationship means giving the best of yourself to someone that truly deserves it. Another day, another blessing, and another chance at life. If you keep picking a scab, it will bleed and never heal. If you keep dragging the pain of the past up, it will never heal. Life is too short to spend it at war with yourself. Stop stressing, let go, and move on. You will never be happy if you continue to hold on to the things that make you sad. When you're going through tough times, don't worry. Things will get better and you'll get stronger. The past is meant to teach you, and the hard times are meant to strengthen you. All of us get broken in some way, but what really matters is how we get back up and put the pieces back together. Don't expect someone who gets around to stick around. Faith is moving forward even when things don't make sense, trusting that in hindsight, everything will become clear. Live life one day at a time, forget the stress, and always laugh when you can. If someone is stupid enough to walk away from you, be smart enough to let them go. You'll never change the world if you're worried about being liked. Every day, set your mind in the right direction. Find something to be grateful for. Life is like the ocean. It can be calm or still and rough or rigid, but in the end, it is always beautiful. Those with the biggest hearts suffer the most. It's not always easy, so be strong. Know that there are better days ahead. Sometimes we stare so long at the wrong things, we miss out on the right things standing right in front of us. The best way to move forward is to let go of the people holding you back. Don't let your happiness be controlled by something you can't control. You are not just waiting in vain. There is a purpose behind every delay. I believe that we are who we choose to be. Nobody is going to come and save you. You've got to save yourself. Nobody is going to give you anything. You've got to go out and fight for it. Nobody knows what you want except you, and nobody will be as sorry as you if you don't get it. So don't give up on your dreams. Eventually, all things fall into place. Until then, laugh at the confusion, live for the moments, and know everything happens for a reason. Love your mother, the most beautiful person on this earth, our best critic, yet our strongest supporter. Life is what happens while you're busy making other plans. Always focus on how far you've come rather than how far you have left to go. Don't let your emotions distract you from doing what needs to be done. Control your emotions, or your emotions will control you. Be patient. A relationship before its time would only distract you from fulfilling your big and beautiful destiny. Don't cry over the past, it's gone. Don't stress about the future, it hasn't arrived. Live in the present and make the most of it. You will fall many times in life, but you will pick yourself up and become stronger and wiser for each trouble you pass. We're taught to believe that some people are simply born lucky, when in reality, that's just a convenient excuse to lean back and take it easy, rather than try to apply some control over our destiny. After all, if you aren't one of the chosen ones, what can you possibly do about it? Quite a lot, actually. The fact is, more and more psychologists are finding out that it isn't the hand you're dealt that's important in life, but how you play your cards. Let me put it in another way. We're all capable of making our own luck. What appears to be luck is really the result of perceptions, personality traits, choices, and actions. All of that is within your control. People who consider themselves lucky actually tend to be, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. That's because positive thinkers are always keeping their eyes peeled for fortunate situations, and they're more likely to grab on them when they arise. Don't worry, just breathe. If it's meant to be, it will find its way. Figure out what makes you happy and do more of it. Figure out what doesn't and do less of it. Dream big, work hard, stay focused, and surround yourself with good people. It's not the situation, it's your reaction to the situation. You can't calm the storm, so stop trying. What you can do is calm yourself. The storm will pass. A relationship is like a house. When a light bulb burns out, you do not go and buy a new house, you fix the light bulb. Your mind is a powerful thing. When you fill it with positive thoughts, your life will start to change. Happiness is an inside job. Don't assign anyone else that much power over your life. Take small steps every day, and you'll eventually get there. Do your best to avoid stress and try to enjoy life. Quit thinking so much. Why complicate life? No matter how much it hurts right now, one day you'll look back and realize it changed your life for the better. When life knocks you down, it's testing you to see whether you have the strength to stand back up. Don't give up. When you get knocked down, don't stay down, get back up again. Nothing good is going to happen as long as you're down on yourself. To keep a relationship, you must keep your business to yourself and your partner. The whole world doesn't need to know your problems. There is no designated time for anything in your life. You don't have to have your first kiss at any certain time. You don't have to get married in your 20s, and you don't have to do anything just because other people think it's best. In fact, you will be much better off if you just do what your heart says. The day you stop caring what other people think is the day their opinions don't mean anything, because you're not there to give them weight. Never stop trying, never stop believing, never give up. Your day will come. One of the best things in life is realizing you're perfectly happy without the things you thought you needed the most. Don't waste your time on people who see you as you were instead of as you are. If they can't let go of the past, let go of them. No matter how many mistakes you've made in the past or what sort of difficulties you struggle with now, you are destined to live in victory. Someone will always be prettier, someone will always be smarter, someone will always be younger, but they will never be you. Learn to appreciate what you have before time forces you to appreciate what you had. Everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Be kind, always. Ask yourself what is really important and then have the wisdom and courage to build your life around your answer. Be yourself, but be your best self. Be patient. Things will change for the better. Don't fight for their attention. If they really care, you shouldn't have to. You can't correct what you aren't willing to confront. When you learn to walk confidently in your aloneness, you are ready for togetherness. Don't worry about hard times because some of the greatest things we have in life come from trials in our life. As you waste your breath complaining about life, someone out there is breathing their last. Appreciate what you have. Without standards, you'll settle for anything. Rise up and become what you hope to attract. Always be thankful life could be worse. Whatever you may be missing right now, a person, a place, a feeling, maybe you are injured and missing running, whatever it is, have peace and take heart. Remember that any goodbye makes room for a hello. Do the things you used to talk about doing but never did. Know when to let go and when to hold on tight. Stop rushing. Don't be intimidated to say it like it is. Stop apologizing all the time. Learn to say no so your yes has some value. Spend time with the friends who lift you up and cut loose the ones who bring you down. Stop giving your power away. Be more concerned with being interested than being interesting. Be old enough to appreciate your freedoms and young enough to enjoy it. Finally, know who you are. True love is worth waiting for, even if it takes a lifetime. Then in return, a lifetime of love will be waiting for you. Wait for what you deserve. Don't settle. Just be patient. Nothing is ever wrong. We learn from every step we take. Whatever you did today was the way it was meant to be. Be proud of you. You get depressed because you know that you're not what you should be. A lot of us spend our time stuck in regret, wishing our lives had turned out differently, and beating ourselves up for the decisions that have led us to this place. We feel cheated out of a life that could have been something better. We feel angry and sad and disappointed. And most of all, we feel stuck. In these moments, it's easy to focus on all of the things that have gone wrong. It's easy to focus on the loss, heartbreak, and pain, but it's also important to remember all of the things that have gone right. It's important to remember all of the positive experiences, friendships, growth, and laughter you've gained, things you would have never taken part in, lessons you would have never learned, and people you would have never met had you not veered off the desired path. The happiest people are those who think the most interesting thoughts, those who decide to use leisure as a means of mental development, who love good music, good books, good pictures, good company, and good conversation are the happiest people in the world. And they are not only happy in themselves, they are the cause of happiness in others. The truth is that every time you thought you were missing out on something important, you were given the opportunity to experience something valuable in its own right. Every time life's obstacles rejected you from something good, you were being redirected to something or someone equally wonderful. You may not have ended up where you intended to go, but trust for once that you have ended up where you need to be. Trust that you are in the right place at the right time. Trust that every experience has something to offer you. Trust that something that feels like a curse in the moment can blossom into a blessing. Trust that your life is enough. Trust that you are enough. Sometimes we don't need advice, we just need someone to listen. How you respond to failure will either make you or break you. Know your worth. Know when you have had enough, and move on from the people who keep ruining your happiness. Have the courage to make the change, the strength to see you through it, and faith that everything will turn out for the best. If you've never lost your mind, then you've never followed your heart. My past is my past. It made me who I am. I have no regrets and wouldn't change a thing. I just don't live there anymore. Remember that every path walked is walked for a reason, and every day is full of blessings, no matter how big or small. Bitterness is a result of clinging to negative experiences. It serves you no good and closes the door to your future. Do not judge others by your own standards, for everyone is making their way home in the way they know best. Some people don't understand how blessed they truly are. Be thankful for what you have rather than focusing on what you don't have. Take the time to see and appreciate what you have. Drop jealousy and envy, for they make you ugly. Be loving, be accepting, and most of all, be happy just the way you are. You are never too busy to take time out of your day for those who matter most. You can always make time. The moment you feel like you have to prove your worth to someone is the moment to absolutely and utterly walk away. The past is the past. Don't let it hold you back. Move forward and don't look back. We all have this perfect picture in our minds of how things are supposed to be, and that's why we end up being disappointed. Live life without limits because you'll never know when your time comes. So live, laugh, and most importantly, be happy. Be thankful for everybody in your life, good and bad, past and present. They all made you the person that you are today.